Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Heather if you're new around here. I have been teasing a reading journal flip through for a couple of weeks now, and I just want to say I don't have a whole bunch of the cute aesthetic things to lay on my desk and make it really fun and cutesy like a lot of the other book journal girlies do, but I do hope that you'll stick around because I am very proud of my reading journal. Something to note is while I love being creative and doing creative things, I also love pulling inspiration from other people, and I don't want to go without crediting the people that I have gotten inspired from. So most of my inspiration comes from Rachel at All the Rad Reads and also Tori at Tori Between Pages. So I'll make sure I leave both of their social media platforms linked down below so that you can also go and look at their journals and be inspired. My journal is this beautiful kind of olive green color from Archer and Olive, and it's got this cute little owl, and he is sitting on some suitcases and trunks and all sorts of cute things, and I just thought that this felt very readerly. So if we open up my journal, we've got this little intro page. And then the first important page is kind of my reference page. I've got some washi tapes that I'll be using, what my different star ratings and my different spice ratings mean, what my goal means. And this is an important page, but also the main reason I was using it is it's my first year using this square style journal, and I just wanted to make sure that I had spacing and all that kind of thing figured out, as well as some of the different colors that I planned on using in my journal. Right here, we have my first two kind of monthly overview pages. So this is my monthly stats page. And you can see I've got all of the months listed, as well as things that I plan to track per month. So the number of books I read, the number of pages I read, my 5-star reads, my DNFs, books I'm reading from my owned TBR, books from Kindle Unlimited. I just want to make sure I'm getting my money's worth out of Kindle Unlimited, and then books that are part of a series. On this side of the page, what I plan on tracking is basically what Storygraph gives me, and that's just tracking the months and then how many pages and books I'm reading in the month. So I won't be able to fill this out until the end of each month, but I just think it's fun to have in my journal as well as on Storygraph. I really like this page, and it was very inspired by Rachel at All the Rad Reads. It's basically just a place to keep up with how many of each star rating I'm giving each book. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then writing it all down per month. And then at the end of the year, I'll be able to write how many of each rating I had. I'm not rounding for this. So like if I give something 3.5 stars, it's going to go in the 3 column, 4.25 will go here, etc. And then I have a spot for my monthly favorites that I'll just glue in. I might print these on my color printer at work, or I might use my little thermal ink printer. I'm not sure. If I use my thermal ink printer, I don't know that I'm going to love the way that looks because I did the background of all of these in gray, but we'll see. Right here, I've got my pages read per day spread, and this is kind of like a My Life in Pixels or whatever type of overview. I already messed up one color, but that's okay. So I just have a key up here that says like the number of pages that I'll be tracking, and I'll just color in the pixel, that color. And then if I finish a book that day, I'm also going to put a black dot in it. So you can see I've already started right here, and I have 2 days where I finished a book, as well as just tracking the amount that I'm reading. I really like how this page turned out. This is a little bit messy over here, but I kind of like the messy look. And as of right now, I don't have anything on this page. This is my first Dutch door spread in the journal, and this is my anticipated releases spread. And so I have 2 months per page, so January, February, and I'm writing down the book the day that it comes out. I started writing the author down, but then I was kind of getting bored with that. I don't know. And I'll just keep up with it here. So I've got January, February, March, April, and then it just opens up like this in the middle of the page. May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. And right here, I've got my ongoing series tracker. This is also a little bit of a Dutch door spread. So I've just got all the series that I'm reading or in the middle of or plan to read. They've all been assigned a different color. As I read that book, I will cross it out. You can see that some of the books have stars beside them, and those are the books that are getting releases in this year. I left myself plenty of room, so I've got those two interior pages, this exterior page, and this page. So I have room to start more series, although the goal is to be finishing series, obviously. I feel like everybody kind of has a page like this where they color in the box if they have finished the book based on their rating. So you can see I've already started that. I did leave room for 108 books, although 75 is my goal, which is why it's got the little gold box around it. And I am coloring these in based on the star rating or if I DNF a book at 40% or greater. On this page, we've got 12 Recs by 12 Friends. I forgot to print out A Study in Drowning, which is my friend Liv's pick for me, but I've just printed out all of the covers of the books that have been recommended to me, and I will color in the star rating once I have read them. This is just a books read tracker. It's very self-explanatory. So I write down the title when I finished it, the author, the rating, and the date that I've completed it. And I have it to where this page folds out so that I have room for all of the books that I intend to read this year. And I feel like this is also a very common spread where you color in the books that you've read, and I am coloring them in based on how I read them. So immersive reading, physical reading, audio reading, and Kindle reading. These two colors are very close together, but I think I understand the difference between them enough to understand the difference. I don't know why I picked those colors. And then on this page, this probably looks a little bit messy, and this was kind of a spur of the moment decision. But at the end of each month, I'm going to write down the number of books I read in that category and then figure out the percentage so that I have all of that information at the end of the year for myself. So for example, if I read 3 immersive reads in January, I'll figure out the percentage of my total January books. This will be for physical books, this will be for audiobooks, and this will be for Kindle books. I also really love how my book bracket came out. This was inspiration from Pinterest, and I cannot remember who I got it from, but pretty sure if you search book bracket, you'll probably find something like this. But I love how this came out. And I don't think that this is the most fair way to find your book of the year. I just really love how it looks. Nothing on that page. And then we get into my first TBR page of the year, which I will go over at the end of January. I know that this video was very short and sweet, and there's probably a better way to have filmed this, but I am new to these little flat lay videos. So if you liked this and you have any tips and tricks for filming in the future, let me know. And I hope that you will stick around to look at some more journal content in the future. As always, thank you guys so much for supporting my channel. My social media links and other ways to support me can be found in the links down below. And I will see you in another video very soon. Bye, guys.